The videos are oftentimes made up.
Deceptively edited videos known as cheap fakes.
A cheap fake, at least that's what the White House calls this viral video of President Biden.
The White House says there's a cheap fake problem.
Cheap fakes.
Cheap fakes.
Cheap fakes, videos of real events that are intentionally manipulated.
We're hearing about so-called cheap fakes.
Cheap fakes.
Cheap fakes.
Cheap fakes.
Cheap fakes.
Distorted, out of context videos, chopped up in certain ways, constructed in certain ways.
Look at him. Look at Biden. It is not true. He was fine.
All right, welcome back to Wake Up America Weekend. It's time to debate. What you just saw were left-wing media channels pushing this new concept from the White House called cheap fakes. They say that all of those videos that we've just seen of Joe Biden wandering off, looking lost, that's all conservative misinformation. That the videos are all conveniently cropped to make it seem like Biden is worse than he actually is. So the question is, are these cheap fakes being played up by the left? Here to debate, let's welcome in the host of Money Talk with Melanie, Collette, as well as Newsweek columnist Ellis Hennigan. Thank you, both of you, for coming on Wake Up America Weekend. It's always good to have a robust debate. So we're going to jump right in, and I'll start with you, Melanie. Is it don't believe your eyes? It's really just camera tricks? Are these really fakes, or is it real?
It's real. You know, the lamestream media is like a narcissistic boyfriend that tries to gaslight you into believing that what you saw is not what you saw. We all saw it. And it's a disgrace that the media is trying to fool the American people into thinking that Joe Biden is okay when he clearly is not. It really is a terrible thing to do. It's a dereliction in duty of the media to do this to the American people. They're supposed to be, you know, the checks on the government, and they're doing quite the opposite by calling these videos cheap fakes.
All right, Ellis, what do you think? Are they mischaracterized? Are they being cut in certain ways to make the president look bad?
Well, of course, Michael, you work in television. You know how easy it is through camera angles and editing. Melanie and I could put together a tape, Michael, that would make you sound like a total genius. And we could take another tape that would make you sound like a blubbering idiot. I mean, that's the reality. Viewers need to be sophisticated about this stuff. The tools are available. I mean, any idiot sitting at home can play around with video and make it look all kind of different ways. That's why it's so important that we have a responsible media, not one that's ideological, Michael, or pushing a particular line, but that we have a responsible media that reviews this stuff and says, hey, no, let's the guy is not what he turns out to be.
Go ahead, Melanie. Go ahead. Jump right in.
But when all of the left-wing media are using the same exact phrases, that just tells me that they all got the email saying these are your talking points today. And when they're using Democrat talking points, then that means that they probably are not doing honest reporting.
Wow.
So this is like the space.
All right, Ellis.
Well, Melanie, let me give Melanie an example. I bet you could get your head around. I don't know if you've seen these, but there are actually some of these cheap fakes about Donald Trump. They make him sound senile and make him sound like a total blubbering idiot. My suspicion is that you only believe the ones that go with your side and not the other side. It seems to me, if we're going to have an intelligent discussion, we should acknowledge that these tools are available to all people, and viewers need to be very, very suspicious and very skeptical today.
I'll be the first to say that, yes, even President Trump has had a gaffe here or there. But when you look at some of these videos, Joe Biden's face, and it's just him. It's not being edited. It's just the way he looks. He does look lost sometimes. Melanie, am I wrong? Do you see that just sometimes it's just like a blank stare? That's not an edit. No one's faking that.
No, exactly. Whose face looks like that while gospel music is playing? For somebody, again, gaslighting, for KJP to look in the camera and look at the gaggle of reporters and suggest to us that look on his face was him simply not dancing and instead of him really not being mentally present and in the moment and in the place where he needed to be is complete buffoonery. And so, yes, I do agree that, you know, the constituents and voters have to be savvy about how they absorb this information. But come on, they are really trying to manipulate the voters into thinking that they don't see what they see. We are looking at it. We're looking right at this man's face, and he is clearly not there in that moment.
Ellis, let me ask you this. I'm going to toss it to you. there are many, many times where the president is walked off the stage. That's not common. He does seem many times to not sure where to get off the stage, and that's why lately they've been, whether it was just President Obama, as you could see, whether it's his wife, whether it's the president of Italy, he's constantly being walked off the stage, and you can see he doesn't walk the same as he used to. And I'm not just saying the same as he used to 20 years ago, same as he used to, 8 months ago to a year ago.
Absurdly overblown, Michael. And let me tell you why I like it. I want you guys to keep doing this, okay? Because you're lowering the expectations for the debate. And when the guy gets out there and he kicks Donald Trump's butt or he performs beautifully like he did in the State of the Union, you guys are going to have to explain why this person that you've been pretending to be drooling into his soup can actually get out there and handle himself extremely well in front of a live audience. So keep lowering those expectations. It plays right into the Biden campaign's hands.
There's the bell. We got to leave it there. We're short on time. Melanie, Collette, Ellis Hennigan, thank you so much for joining us. Always appreciate having you on.